didn't even realize that I thought of it this way until it just popped through. So I don't know if you're familiar with kind of like the concept of like the higher self. Yeah. So for anyone who's not familiar, the concept of the higher self is basically this version of you that is like filled with love and light and compassion for self, and is like on the path that you're already on. She's kind of further down the path, you know, and like leading you forward down your soul's path, or he is leading you forward. Sorry, talking about myself. So I almost think of it as like I'm writing to my higher self, and like she is the friend that I am communicating with. And in communicating in that way to her through my journal, even just like she can write back to me. If I tap into her, I can write a response to myself, or even just like reading it back, I can then hear her and hear what she would say to me, and what I need to do next, or what guidance I have, or what compassion I need to offer myself, you know? So I think that's like a really great way too, is like, thinking of it as like writing to a friend or your higher self or whoever. So it doesn't feel like I'm just writing in this book of like nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I do something similar. I look at like the future Borna, and I go in like 5 and 10 yearly increments. And then I'm like, all right, the 40-year-old Borna is talking to me, and he's like, it was a good idea to start a podcast, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of tap myself on the back and be like, that was a really smart move. You know, now you have a really successful podcast and you're spreading a good message and you help so many people. And I'm like, yeah, see, he is proud of me, you know? And I kind of do that loop where I, from the future, kind of talk to myself. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes when I'm kind of thinking about stuff that I love doing, then I kind of try to visualize what might happen with, let's say, if I continue doing it for another few years, what might be the result, right?
I do a lot of work with the future self as well. It's so helpful. I've been doing a lot of it recently because I'm working on this creative project that I'm super excited about, but also like shitting my pants about. It's terrifying because it's like feels like a big thing. So yeah, working with the future self can be really, really potent. And if anyone is looking to work with the future self, my client Anna Kinkela that I mentioned, who has the Magic Weaver podcast, she does a lot of work with the future self and actually has a really great free meditation on her website that you can opt in for. It's like a 20-minute meditation working with the future self. And I've done it like 5 times this last week, and it has really shifted my perspective on moving forward with my project that I'm working on.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.